Okay. Corporate ownership, on the other hand, is considered a commercial enterprise, and they're not eligible for the
Is that
store.
true for LLCs that own a home?
Limited liability corporate, I believe, yes, it falls into the corporation category.
Second, is it based on adjusted gross income or on something else? What exactly is the 500,000 number?
I believe it's adjusted gross.
But people should know.
This is just for the people at home. I want everyone to understand.
I believe it's adjusted gross income, but the honest answer is I'd have to double check it, but the state of New York, through Department of Taxation, has certified to us who does not qualify, but I believe it's adjusted gross income. And I would just make one other comment on the situation from my standpoint as town assessor. In a typical year, we recertify approximately 1,273 stars. Okay, I'm looking at how many get renewed every year. 1,273, plus there are a number that get recertified due to sales. So it's another 400, let's say. Let's call it 1,700 as a typical year. This just increased our workload by more than 50% for the next few months.
Can I ask you, if you make $500,000 this year, and next year you make $100,000, what happens?
You would be eligible to reapply for the star exemption, and you would be eligible to receive it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Markowitz. Anything else?
That's enough for this evening. Thank
Mr.
you.
Burns?
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Mecca?
First of all, Honorable Supervisor, happy birthday to you, and good evening, and members of the council. I just want to remind any people, any residents that have property in the village of Rye Brook, and you're responsible for your own tax, it's time. You must pay by the 28th of February. You should have a yellow bill like this, and if you don't, please contact us, and we'll get one out to you. And secondly, it's income tax time. Excuse me. So if you need the figure of the taxes, property taxes you have paid for 2010, just contact us and we can do a printout from the system and either fax it to you or mail it to you, which will show you exactly the total property taxes that you paid for 2010 for your property tax deduction. Okay? And that's about all I have.
Thank you so much.
And I thank you, Nick,
Pardon?
for your quick response.
Oh, okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Mecca, and I think that's actually quite a nice service that you're providing to the constituents in the town.
No report.
No report.
No report.
Okay. Mr. Nardi. I was hoping you'd tell us how things were in South Africa.
I'll tell you that
All right.
another time.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mr. Nardi. Thank you.
All right. For the Southbury Avenue Bridge, the permit applications have been submitted. They're just waiting for responses. The advertisements went out. As of yesterday, there were 4 bid packages picked up. We're having a pre-bid site meeting on February 28th. The bids are going to be back and opened on March 8th at 3 p.m. And everything seems to be on schedule with the Southbury Avenue Bridge. The Jefferson Avenue, they had a meeting, but unfortunately I couldn't make the meeting, so they sent me the minutes from it. That seems to be going as planned. They're doing, let's see, they indicated that hydraulic studies have taken place. Based on analysis, there will be no impact on the levels of the Mamaroneck River in either a normal or flooded condition. So whether the new bridge will not increase the height of the Mamaroneck River or in its normal state, and it won't increase the flood level either. They're doing survey work. The utilities have all been notified that go under the bridge. And that's basically it for now.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nardi. The Jefferson Avenue, that's a big...
yes.
How much are we talking about there?
They
couple million, 2-3 million, right?
Yes, between 2 and 3 million.
And what's the status at in terms of, at one point there were talk about federal help and assistance for picking that up.
Yeah, federal help is, for I believe what's going on with that is for all this part of the, them doing their core samples and the preliminary stages.
Okay.
As well, because I think it was 140,000 they got. Was that right, Bishop?
They had 400,000.
400.
And that's the money that they're using for all the pre-planning work that's being done now.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Mr. Nardi. Thank you for your help. Okay, Mr. Deleo.
Yes.
Thank you. Hey, Mr. Nowotnik, you still have, who does, oh, sorry, it's a Hope, apologies.
Oh, it's on the new one.
It's on the new one, okay, sorry.
Good evening, Mr. Supervisor and the town board. Since the last time I was here, the weather hasn't been on our side, so we've been taking care of business by cleaning the snow, making everything safe for the taxpayers here, paying their bills. Also, there's work in progress downstairs on the second floor. We started painting and patching the second floor hallway, and tomorrow we're going to be replacing all the ceiling tile and cleaning all the grid and making it look fresh and clean.
Wonderful.
So we're moving forward and making the place good and clean for the public and taxpayers.
Thank you so much, Mr. Deleo.
Frank,
Sure.
Mr. Deleo, going into the 2011 season for the parks, do you anticipate any obstacles or any changes that you need to your staff or anything along those lines?
We're going to try to do more with less and try to work what we have and just put our heads together and just make the most of it and try to save the town some money.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Leo. Thank you. Hope, did you have anything for tonight?
No.
No? Okay.
We received 2 bids for the grant that we received, but we're going to have a meeting, and for the next meeting we'll have a resolution.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Town Clerk Vespia. Okay, Councilman Gelfarb.
Nothing.
Councilwoman Mendocino.
I just have one quick thing. I received in the mail the progress report newsletter. I just have to say I was kind of surprised because that was the first time I saw it. So I was just hoping that in the future maybe we could, I don't know if everyone who had input on putting this together, but this was the first time I saw it.
Actually, I have to apologize. I mean, I should have made sure everybody got a copy of that. I apologize. You should have seen it as a draft. I don't think anybody really saw it beforehand.
No, nobody received that.
So I apologize. You should have seen it. That's my fault.
The day before.
But I will say that it was well done, though.
He was upset. No, Greg, the typo.
Well, so I apologize. Oh, actually, Mr. Arcaro, did you have anything for us?
Be happy to say just a few words.
Yeah, please. He's the one that did all the good work on it, and I apologize. I should have made sure everybody on the board saw it.
And forgot to get it to everybody. Just very briefly, thought provide some update on the Model American community. As you know, that's the project that I think will be very exciting. The opportunity to reach out to, I guess, 45,000 residents from the new census in the town to kind of get a sense of what's on their minds, what they like to see, what would make an enjoyable community for them. Identify those items, begin to track them, and begin to improve those that we can improve. Some are way beyond our ability, some are not. Some are going to take some sort of shared services and reach out to them. And
thanks.
There's some interesting examples from other communities throughout the country that are undertaking this Model American Community approach. And if you look on the last 2 pages, you'll see one. The city of Seattle did a very interesting one, I think, in that they reached out and used their website as an opportunity to get feedback from the community on what's important to them. And there's another wonderful one from Spartansburg, South Carolina. So many communities are reaching out to their constituents, to their public, in these tough times to see what are the important items, what are the priority items, not only using traditional methods of mail surveys and public meetings, but also the internet, and then kind of prioritizing, identifying which items we can make an impact on, and continuing to measure that. You see in front of you a second draft of a plan for us here at the town to proceed on, and as we work together over the next couple of weeks to kind of finalize that, and hopefully by our next meeting we'll be able to agree on that. But it is a wonderful project, Model American Community, and the opportunity really to help the residents is just terrific.
Thank you, Mr. Arcaro. And just before you go, March 16th is the date. Oh, right. Could you just remind the public?
Sure. Wonderful opportunity, the closing ceremony for the Ride 350 anniversary at Crawford Park to celebrate not only 350 years of history here at the town, but also celebrate the good works that were done this past year to commemorate that. So at Crawford Park, beginning at 6 o'clock till 10 o'clock.
And it's sort of a collage, as I understand it.
It should be a wonderful opportunity for those who have been involved, both with the flashbacks, with the histories, and with various publications during the course of the year to kind of relive that and kind of kick off the next 350.
Well, exactly right. So the idea is basically to review the celebration for 350 and then and really start moving forward.
And I think that's where the linkage is for the Model American Community, Mr. Supervisor, is being able to look at it.
We're inviting all the houses of worship, all the not-for-profits, all of the community outreach organizations, correct?
Yes, and so not only will the event itself be free and open to the public, but also the commemorative anniversary book, trying to include as many of the organizations that you just mentioned in the commemorative anniversary book.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Arcaro.
I like this one.
Sorry, Councilman Messina, did you have any other comments other than, sorry, Councilman Leoris?
No comment.
Thank you. Deputy Supervisor Villanova?
Joe, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay. I know we had a little fun tonight, but we have to take away from this meeting the severity, for lack of a better term, and the impact of these certioraris and these settlements. And Supervisor Carvin has been the standard bearer on this fight from the beginning to have obviously legislation reform, which is important, which we spoke about with George Latimer, but more importantly, responsible property owners in the town of Rye that are looking to value their property at 10% of what the actual value is. So I feel your frustration, Mr. Supervisor, and I just want to make sure that everybody gets a good handle on that and really understands how problematic it is for all of the taxpayers in the town of Rye. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Deputy Supervisor Villanova. I only have actually one request when it's really on a terribly sad note. It's actually a horrifically sad event that occurred in our community this past week that Goldie alluded to earlier. And I just wanted to ask if we could have a moment of silence to remember Gabby Acevedo, who passed away this past week. So I appreciate it if we could just have a moment of silence. Thank you, and obviously our heartfelt condolences to the Acevedo family and all of Gabby's friends. Can I get a motion to bring the meeting to a close?
So moved.
Second.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.